Though Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were both in attendance for the Queen's funeral, neither their 3-year-old son Archie nor their 1-year-old daughter Lilibet joined their parents for any of the events surrounding the death of their great-grandmother. Prince George and Princess Charlotte looked somber as they made their way into the chapel, where a mass was held for their great-grandmother, but visibly absent were their younger siblings Prince Louis and cousins Archie and Lilibet. Accordingly, the royal family did not ban the 3 youngest children of King Charles from paying their respects to their great-grandmother. After all, there's no official rule when it comes to the age of the mourners. However, the decision might have been made by Prince William or Catherine. The couple might have felt that their kids were still too young to pay their respects to Her Majesty. Prince Louis is not old enough to attend the Queen's funeral. Royal fans might remember that he seemingly acted up during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee in June. Everyone is wondering why Meghan hasn't sent for her children, or why she hasn't gone back to be with them. What could possibly be the reason? She talks about being a mother every now and then, and when it can be about herself. She tells us she's making sure Archie knows how to ask to pass the salt with a please. So why isn't she releasing any statements through Kendall about how much she misses her children, so we know how maternal she is? Or at the very least tell us she's FaceTiming them every day. What's going on? Any normal mother would put her children first. The suggestions we've seen so far, in order of frequency, she's staying to make sure she can argue her case when the titles and styles are announced. She won't let Harry be on his own without her in case they get him back. She doesn't have real children. She doesn't have a maternal bone in her body. The funeral of her grandmother-in-law is more important than her children. And of course, what Harry allegedly said, they want to shield them from the grief. That's a bizarre statement in itself that needs some careful pulling apart. Are the children not asking why they're away for so long? Do they not want their children to see them crying? Nobody's expecting them to be at the funeral, but surely they could spend the week with them. It's been a long time away from their kids for Harry and Meghan, who arrived in Manchester, England earlier this month ahead of the One Young World Summit, which the couple attended on September the 5th, 3 days before Her Majesty's death at the age of 96. On Monday, royal expert Katie Nicholl told ET's Kevin Fraser in London, "I think we'll probably see the Sussexes on their way back to America very soon. Of course, their children are over there." In the letter that Prince Harry wrote to Queen Elizabeth, he briefly touched on his grandmother's relationship with his kids. "Granny, while this final parting brings us great sadness, I'm forever grateful for all of our first meetings, from my earliest childhood memories with you, to meeting you for the first time as my Commander-in-Chief, to the first moment you met my darling wife and hugged your beloved great-grandchildren. I cherish these times shared with you and the many other special moments in between. You are already sorely missed, not just by us, but by the world over," he wrote.